What could possibly be in this huge box? Well, let's unbox it and let's see what we have. I'm not going to show the other side because it's my personal information, it's my address, and basically it's just an invoice. So that's why you only see the blank side. Oh, yeah. Looks like it's been used, that's for sure. What else is new? I hope it ain't damaged. Oh, it doesn't look like it is. Let's hope that's not the case. Well, here it is. It's that comfort zone box fan like what Jordan has and what the super fan man, is that his name? The super fan man has, which he clearly says he don't have anymore. Because it didn't work out for him, but I got one. Well, we're going to put it over here on my studio table. I'll turn the camera around shortly. Please be patient. Now, I don't understand why they were shipping in such a huge box. That's completely unnecessary to ship it in such a huge box. Let me pull it back so y'all can see the whole thing. I think y'all can see it pretty good right there. Studio light. Yeah. It's ridiculous, man. A huge box like that for just a 20-inch box fan. But I am grateful it came in a box like that, hopefully for its protection. I sure hope it ain't damaged. But you never know with these things these days when you buy stuff like this from China. Well, let's go ahead and unbox it. And by the way, this is the last of the new fans. You will not see any more new fans on this channel. I do apologize. If you get on here being rude about that, I'm going to tell you right now, you will be blocked. So I'm not going to waste any more time with that. So let's go ahead and get in here and let's open it up and then let's test it out. So you keep your comments and opinions to yourself. Whether you believe that or not, I don't care. I don't want to see it in the comment box. If I see it, I won't get on your case or anything. I'll just find your channel and block you. Okay? Are we clear? Very good. Now let's enjoy the video. I'm not mistaken, I think this is the one from 2018. It should be the one from 2018. That's the one that has that motor that has the open bearings, which I like to often refer to as oil ports. Even though it's not the vintage oil port, it's an open bearing in the back and front, and it acts as an oil port so you can give the motor oil to help the fan to last longer. All right, let's see what we're dealing with here. I sure hope I don't get nothing damaged. I'm praying about that to God that he wouldn't send me one that's damaged. So I sure hope that's not the case. I want it to be right for him more than it is for me. All right, let's pull this thing out and see what we got. Lord Jesus, please don't let this thing get jacked up. In the name of Jesus, right? Let's pull it out and see what we got. Show if this is what we've been talking about. Pull this out of the box. See what we're dealing with here. One of the first things that we're going to look for is imperfections, and I sure hope that's not the case. don't want to see no imperfections on this at all. I want everything to be just like it is on the display one that they have on Amazon. Here is the comfort zone manual. It's in absolute perfect condition. That's how you know the company does care about their customers. Usually when you get these manuals, they're all jacked up. So that's the manual. All right, here is the feet that usually pop into the back of the fan to help hold it up. Yep, the blade is further away from the guard. I like that. At least it's not going to scrape the guard. I do like the brand new ring design. Let me get the cord. I like the ring design. The grills do fit well. We got the machine screws. It does have machine screws, by the way, machine screws. Because Lasco don't use machine screws. Lasco screws up everything. So these are machine screws, which means that the guards are fitted on properly. Yep, no imperfections at all. Let's take a look around the fan. And here is the year. Let's see if we can get it for the year. Here's the specs right here. Let's see what year. Oh, 8/2019. So this one was made this year around 08. That means October of 2019. But it still actually has the exact same motor I'm talking about with the open bearings in the front and the back. So there you go. And now let's see. Let's take a look at the motor. Actually, it's not the same motor as the one from last year, but I hope that the bearing is still open in the back and in the front. They did do that last year for the motor that they used last year. Sometimes they use the other motor that they've been using with the closed bearings, and then sometimes they use the other motor, like the one Jordan got, with the open bearing. Unfortunately, that was only for 2018, and I think they went back to the other motor for this year. But oh well, it is what it is. I won't know until I pull the guard off, which I'm not going to do that until I get ready to clean it, or if I feel the need that it needs oil. It certainly don't look like it's that one. And oh well, you never know what you're getting these days. Although the capacitor is certainly on the top. Yep, it looks like one of those Lasco motors. I don't know about the open bearing unless I pull the back guard off. But oh well. It is in absolute perfect condition. There's nothing wrong with everything matches. Everything is perfect. There's nothing wrong with the cabinet. There's nothing wrong with the guard. There's nothing wrong with the handle. There's nothing wrong with the switch. Everything is in perfect condition. So let's go ahead and put this down so we can go ahead and turn it on. Should hope I have open bearings when I open it up somewhere. Okay, so let's get this plugged up. And let's see what we have. Off position. Some length right here. What else is new? Okay, that's the off position, I think. We'll find out. All right. Let's turn this fan off. And for the first time, let's go ahead and get ready to run this unit. Let's see what we got. I sure hope the blade is in perfect balance. So I don't want this thing to start shaking all over the place. So here we go. Start off with high. Yeah, no shaking. All right, let's take it up to medium. It is shaking. You're right, Jordan. It is shaking, but it's not terribly bad. The airflow is decent. It is shaking like the 3733. Oh well, it is what it is. But at least it's well made. But the only thing I would down it for is, of course, the blade and the fact that it didn't come with the other motor that has the open bearings. Now, I'm not sure. I can't say if it did or not. I haven't took the guard off. So I suppose I could take the guard off and take a look, put the guard back on. I don't know. There you go. It's shaking, but it's not shaking so bad that the fan will fall over. Thank goodness. All right, let's check out the spin down time. Now, it don't have a startup sound, but just like I said before, just because a fan don't have a startup sound doesn't mean it's not a good fan. It is a good fan. And the blades is not terribly out of balance, but they are kind of warped. It just shakes a little bit, but not severely bad where the fan's going to fall over on his face. Well, there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. More videos will come soon. Have a blessed day. No rude comments or be blocked. I'm out the Fan Man, and I am out. All right, so what I'm getting ready to do is pull off the back cover. I want to see if it actually has the open bearing like the one that Jordan had, because I know sometimes they use different motors. Sometimes they use the one like Lasco, and then sometimes they use the one like the different motor that came in, the one that Jordan had. Apparently, some of the other ones that were made in 2018. This is a 2019 model, so here we go. Come on, unblur. There y'all go, machine screws. It actually does come with an open bearing. Looks like this one don't want to. Screw don't want to unscrew itself for some weird reason. I don't understand why. Now it comes up. Yep. Okay, here we go. Yep, it has an open bearing. There's the open bearing. It does have an open bearing. I'll show you on the camera. I'm not going to take off the front bearing. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Not the front bearing. I'm not going to take off the front cover because I already know around the shaft that it has a hole open enough for the front bearing. So there you go. See that hole right there? I got my finger over right here. There's the bearing. A couple of drops of oil and you're good to go. When the fan seizes up on you and the motor stops running, well, that's how you do it. Finally, they got smart about giving us an oil port. Even though it's not the vintage oil port, for this type of motor application, this is perfect. So now I could put some oil in there, and finally, the fan will run for years to come. All right. I already know around the shaft area on the front portion of the motor, I already know that that around the shaft portion, you can give it a couple of drops of oil and it'll go right into the bearing that way that the shaft comes out of. I guess you can consider that somewhat of an oil port because you can put oil in that way as well. But here you go. So it does have the open bearing for oil. So I guess you can say that's the oil port. That's all I wanted to do. So I'm not going to unscrew the other side and pull the blade off and show you the front shaft and around the shaft. You already know what that looks like on these motors. I just wanted to be sure that they wasn't pulling my leg, that they actually still provide the open hole for the bearing, even though it's not the other motor that came. Sometimes they utilize different motors. Last year's motor was different. Now they back to this one, but they was kind enough to still let us have the open bearing. All right, that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to put the cover back on off camera, and then I'm going to set it up over here, and we're going to get ready to use it. Thanks for watching. God bless you. And go, you know what? I'm probably just going to give it a couple of drops of oil in the back bearing anyway, since I already have it off. I don't need to really oil the front. Or should I just oil it since I already have it undone? I might as well do that, then put the covers back on. But anyways, I'll do that off camera. Thanks for watching. More videos will come soon. Have a blessed day. Lamont the Fan Man, and out. So I went ahead and took off the blade and I gave it some oil right there. Right here. That's the oil port around the shaft. The shaft is coming out of it. Open bearing. I like to refer to it as an oil port because that's basically what it is. It operates the same way. You can put some oil right around that and it'll go right into the bearing. And that's exactly what it did. Okay. There you go. Now we're going to pop the blade back on, and then I'll show it spinning. I've oiled the back and I oiled the front. All right, 1 second. Thanks for watching. God bless you and gone. Lamont the Fan Man, and out. Okay, here's a video of the spin down time from high. I just gave it oil front and back in the open bearings, which I often refer to as oil ports. It's been running for a while. And there you go. That's it, bro. Super long spin down for the lightweight plastic blades. Front and back. And the guards do come off perfectly and they fit perfectly. And it doesn't shake because it has those machine screws.